I'm Mitch. I'm the Youth Development Officer at the Huon Valley Council. It's one thing to provide a space, it's another to provide a space that is how youth find it engaging and supportive.
Hello, I'm Michael, and I go to Huon Valley High.
Hi, I'm Wade. I got involved in games night because I had one of the high school students approach me and say, hey, we want to get this started. We want you to sort of supervise.
My name's Jackson Foggo.
Okay, well, my name is Lara.
I'm Blake. I'm 22 years old. I live locally in Ranelagh.
I'm Lance Ryan, and I have an ambition around games, and I decided I wanted to start up a career, so I created Oxymoron Games, and this is a starting point. So I basically spoke to the local council, and they've positioned me here, and I can host board games for people to play here at the Hub.
For people involved in nerd and geek culture, the antisocial culture, this is one of the most social things that I think you could be doing.
Oh, I think it's awesome. I'm loving it. Lots of people are getting involved, meeting new people.
They're finding their tribe, people who get them, who they gel with, who understand their interests and likes and all of that.
And I've made some great friends. And now we actually every Sunday play Magic the Gathering in our friend Tyler's shed. So
It's really, really nice just to have a space that I can go to and meet with like-minded people, have a card game, have a game of chess, play some Dungeons and Dragons. It's so good.
Every time I get a new person come over and check out the board games, I just feel, yes, I've achieved something. I've introduced a new way of gaming, a way of living to other people. So yeah, there's that real driving passion there that this is my world and I want you to all discover it.
But it is cool to sort of sit around a table with a bunch of people in person and play either like a card game or a board game or any kind of, just because it's the physical interaction where you can see them smiling and see everybody having fun. You can sort of make fun of the scenarios that happen in that game in the moment.
The community is more important to me than I could actually really share. It's very personal because it's something I strive for to have purpose.
So coming and being a part of something, it feels really good.
For this community to come together and teach people that don't know how to play, it is incredible because lots of the people that are in this community aren't very social people.
the social aspect of it is my favorite part. And just the meeting new people, it's great. But without it, I just feel like we'd be kind of bored.
I think that feeling of connection is so important, that they are part of the community, that they can contribute back, and that they also deserve to be seen and heard.
But in the valley, unless you go to your friends' places to play, this is the one thing.
I try to make sure that there's an atmosphere to the space as well. That's key to this.
It's awesome just seeing how happy everybody is to be here.
And it's that really casual, dare I say it, like a teenager's bedroom space, that they can come in, sit back, relax, hang out with their mates.
Oh, it's just a place of comfort knowing that I can come here, be myself, and nobody's going to really judge me for nerding out at pieces of cardboard.
Mitch is like the base of the pyramid. He holds everything together.
Not just anyone could run this. It takes a very dedicated person, that's for sure, especially to be here until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
He said, I have an opportunity for you. We're going to start up this fortnightly game night, and I would like you to host.
He's always like asking questions and making improvements. He's actually listening to us.
Like, it's so nice to have an adult who's so passionate about helping the young community.
Like, a lot of adults now didn't have that opportunity to be supported and to just be listened to, and to even the stupid ideas heard and listened to, and to have their voice heard. It's really great to know that I can be something different for them, that I can be that person who will listen, who will understand, who's like, yeah, you're gonna be loud and annoying, and that's okay, because that's part of growing up.
We wouldn't have the group of friends we have now if it wasn't for the hub.
And you're like, oh, there's friendships building through here, and then you hear that every second Friday night when these nights aren't on, they're meeting up at each other's house. They're chatting, they're doing things with each other on the weekends and things like that. So there's friendships that have been built.
Since I started working, it was get up, go to work, go home, go to bed, repeat. I didn't get to see my friends very often. This being an option to come to every second week got me out of the house.
I think there's a lot more interest in living and doing things in the Huon Valley. That's from being supported, accepted, and feeling like that they have a voice that is being heard and has weight to it.
It's amazingly supportive.
It's a great place to like unwind, you know, when there's a lot going on. It's just a place you can escape to.
So it's good to have something like this to just, go along to and have a fun time that isn't anything related to any of that. And I think it's definitely been a mood upper for some people, myself included, of course.
Hopefully have it as a larger business where I could either use it as some kind of mental health way of sending people into other people's homes so that they can communicate via a board game, as opposed to feeling the pressure of having a one-on-one conversation. The board game's always kind of given that excuse to ignore the outside world and focus on the board game, and just naturally they learn to communicate, to bond with people, and then it slowly moves into more of a relationship with the person rather than the board games.
We feel really encouraged and really safe to come here, and because sometimes we get bullied for being nerds.
It's safe, it's fun.
You can really be who you want to be without the fear of being judged, and it's great. And I love that about this place. Also, Mitch lets us get food.
It's a hard place to live for a young person.
We didn't have any like bookshops or geek shops down here in the Huon, and there was nowhere you could just go and nerd out, you know.
Before this, there wasn't really much for people like me, I guess.
If they wanted to go and hang out with people who like playing board games, like playing card games, it's catching the bus into Hobart.
Like, you finish school, by the time you get on a bus and get to town, the shop's shut.
So there's so many more barriers for young people to hang out, to have fun.
Having this thing that once a fortnight we're able to go to, spend many hours at, is amazing.
And so providing that down here, I think, helped unlock a community, like a smaller niche community that we have down here that was almost forgotten.
This is by far the best thing that I've seen happen in the Valley for a long time for people that enjoy this culture and this community.
This was an idea that came from young people that then has turned into this really great thing that they want more of. They would love it to go every week.
I just love that opportunity for us to come and play more often.
I'd love to see it happen every day.
I'd love to see more people come in.
Because that would allow us to run big games, big events, and meet a lot more people, which would be so good for the Huon.
They want to, take gaming to other areas of the Huon Valley. That's how passionate they are about it. So why not?
There's this long term. My aim to really take it away from computer games, TV, or just couch, take it into more of a community aspect and just seeing it happen. It feels like I'm achieving something that is actually giving good to the world.
I think that women may be a little bit intimidated. Like, it is quite scary coming into a room full of men. You know, it's a very, especially Magic the Gathering, it's a very male-dominated game. So I was a bit like, oh, but no, they're all so friendly, and every time I have a question, they're more than happy to help, and it's great. And I love, you know, teaching more females that come in, and I want more females in the community.
Council does a lot of programs that go for a while, and we don't celebrate that.
Look at what we've done, look at what we've achieved in this time, and it really is a community. You see the regular people coming back. There's long-term friendships growing through this experience. That doesn't usually happen that easily.
And I wanted to celebrate all the people who come in, because we've got anywhere between 15 to 20 regulars who really make the space happen. They're the ones that are the reason why the space exists, and they're the ones that keep it going.
It's so nice just to go somewhere and just play games with everyone else. You know, forget about every other stressful thing that's going on.
No one's trying to act socially acceptable around everyone because it's a space where you don't have to.
For me, coming back every time has been an achievement. It's given me the courage to keep coming and want to give more hours, more time, and you know, look at other opportunities where I can provide my expertise and hopefully grow little communities here and there, and then, you know, connect them. Hey,
Bored on a Friday night, want something to do? Why not just pop into the hub? We have a whole variety of people. Yeah.